you want to turn this into passion. You want to love what you're doing, not, I hate this shit. It makes me feel insignificant and I can't be successful in it. And I keep putting myself through the ringer and I'm doing all these terrible things to myself and I feel like a miserable failure. Welcome to the club. That's how everybody starts. That's how everybody comes into this industry. Nobody comes in, hits the ground running, and they're perfect. But social media people and influencers give you the impression that that's likely to happen to you. Like you're going to be the exception to the rule. I'm telling you, you're not. Even with my best shit, you're not. So just relax. It's a process. It's a journey. Just enjoy it and learn from all these learning experiences. I mean, because it's going to build character in you. You're going to be appreciative once you obtain consistently profitable and then you're wealthy. You're going to look back at all these things that you're making a big deal over right now, and they're going to seem so insignificant and minuscule and laughable that you made such a big deal of something so insignificant, so meaningless, that you're putting such a huge emphasis on right now, that this is the thing that's holding you back right now. These little things, these little foxes that are spoiling the vine, this little problem that you magnified into a mountain. It's insignificant, but you just don't have the perspective of it right now because you're in it. You're in the trenches, knee deep in shit. You're in debt. You hate your job. You hate your life where you're at right now because you need a change right now. But that can't be changed overnight. You can start the process overnight. You can start it right now. But the changes will not be dramatic overnight. It's small little incremental moves forward. And you can't let or allow anyone outside what this industry has as far as participants. Like, as a trader, I know you. I know what you're feeling because everybody's going through it. I've gone through it. But anybody outside of this industry, you try to explain to them how you feel, what you're doing this for, why you're putting up with all the pain and suffering. You're not profitable yet, but you're not putting it down. This doesn't make sense to them. So why the fuck are you even inviting them in the conversation? Keep that shit out of them. They're not important to this topic. Leave them out. What kind of advice are they going to give you? The wrong one. They're going to tell you, stop doing that. It's a pipe dream. That's what every single one of my family members told me. Every single one of them. And they all worked until retirement, or they're working right now. As a matter of fact, there's only one of them still working. All of them are all at retirement, and they're all fucking broke. One of them owes more money on their home than it cost when it was first built in the late 80s. $80,000 house, and they owe over $200,000 in refinancings over and over and over again. Every time there was equity in the marketplace, let's pull it out, do a home equity line of credit, and this spend money. Does that make any fucking sense? No. And they have nothing but debt. They don't even own the home. I have had multiple homes, and my homes are paid for cash. I don't have mortgages. I'm not bragging. But why the fuck are you going to let people that are not successful tell you how to live your life and give you advice? Or if they tell you something, why are you allowing that to drain you or make you doubt what you're doing this for? If they're not better than you are in success, have more than you, earn more than you, and able to do what you're doing right now better than you, their fucking opinion doesn't matter. Love them from a distance. That's what I did. I didn't disown them. I just simply did not invite them into the conversation of my personal life, how I should live it, and what I should do with my personal wealth, period. You didn't help me. You didn't encourage me to make this fucking money. You sure as fuck are not entitled to tell me how to spend it. Now, out of context, that would sound like, damn, this guy's arrogant. No, I'm being real. If you were in my situation, that's how you would think about it too. Whose business is being ran here? Mine. Nobody runs my business. You didn't build it. You didn't take the risks to grow it. You weren't there to console me when I was blowing my accounts. You weren't there to encourage me to say, hey, keep going. None of that was seen by my family members. None of my friends did that either. And you're going to experience the same fucking thing. And guess what? Relish in it. Because when you get it and you arrive here, you got there on your own. None of your fucking friends and your fucking family members can say, we did this for you. We helped you. No, you didn't. You did not do any of that shit. I had to persevere just like you are. And let me tell you something. You can call this arrogance. You can call this ego. You can call it pride, whatever the fuck you want to call it. Okay. I call it conquering demons, because I had every night whispers and doubts coming in my head all the time. What if I really can't do this? What if I can't? What if I fail? What if I have to work the rest of my fucking life? I had to go to bed thinking about that shit. You know what I go to bed thinking about now? Man, I didn't have to do this today. Man, I didn't have to do that today. I look around, I see everybody else flipping out, driving around, losing their fucking mind. Traffic. I don't have to go through that. I don't have to go through that. I'm 50 years old. I don't have those cares in the world. And I want all of you to have that. I want you to have that. That's not privilege. Let me tell you something. I had to work my fucking ass off for this. I had to work. I had to work to make this work for me. It's normal. That part is normal. But I'm so thankful that the Lord was gracious enough to give me the strength to go through it and to open my understanding to see it, to take the information I saw that was beyond what everybody else is aware of and then make a language with it. And now you're privy to it. And it took a lot of effort. And none of it was easy. None of it. When I felt like I was on the right track, I would still second guess it and doubt it. Man, let me check something else out. And I would prolong it. Being too analytical, which was the reason why my uncle was a failure. Too analytical. So you can be binary, yes or no, on or off. But at some point, you got to accept the fact that you're going to be trading in the gray sometimes. And that means, it doesn't look exactly like that last trade I had, the fair value gap in. It looks real close to one I did one time, but it doesn't look like all the other ones I've taken in the last 60 days. You got to be comfortable in that gray area where it's familiar. Otherwise, if you demand it always looks like this, how do you know when it's the time to buy a fair value gap? And how do you know it's going to stay open? These are all questions that my private group were asking about. And they were asking questions like that in a month. So I know you guys are listening too. You're asking questions in month one content that has nothing to do with month one content. So that's why I'm deleting your questions. You have to wait until we get to those other months where we talk about those types of things, because I want the topic to be on the very topic I'm trying to answer questions about. Not, well, let me jump to the front of the line and ask my questions here. I'm not going to do that. But I know you're probably like, what the hell are you talking about? But my private group knows exactly what I'm talking about. But I know what it's like for some of you. You want that perfect all the time, silver bullet. It always looks exactly the same way, and you're not going to have that here. Not in trading. Those charts are going to look very similar in a lot of ways, but they're never going to be identical. That's a fractal. It looks very, very similar to something else in a higher time frame and a lower time frame. But they're never going to be perfectly identical, but you'll recognize it. It'll be like a doppelganger. Go ahead and look that up. The point is this. You are going to make a lot of mistakes and you're going to want to quit. You're going to want to fail. And I quit, if I'm going to use the terms I was using at the time when I was younger, man, I quit dozens of times. But in reality, what that was a break. I needed to stop, go back to the real world of, okay, I'm working, I'm getting paychecks I can't stand. I'm doing too much work, too little time to myself. I'm not satisfied with this. Fuck this. I'm going to go back in and re-up my account, and I'm going to go back in again. So I didn't quit, even though I told myself I was quitting dozens of times as a young man. I took breaks. So when I see your frustrations, I saw two of them today and one of them yesterday. Oh, I blew my account. I think I'm going to quit. No, you're not. I'm going to tell you right now, you're not. You might stop for a little while, but you're not quitting. You're going to find your way into some other account later on, and you're probably not going to be prepared because you're going to go in with a lottery mentality, gambling, trying to do something that is probably never going to happen for you. Instead of just simply sitting down with yourself saying, okay, you know what? This has confirmed what I should have already realized and should have embraced, that this is going to be hard, but it's worth it. And then do everything that I've taught you and just stick to it. Show up every day, glean the experiences, and build on it. And over time, how much time? It's going to be different from all of you. All of you are going to have a different amount of time it takes to you get it. That aha moment, that epiphany, that, oh, there, I see that. I know, now I know I'm looking for. Once you have that, that's your model. That's the thing you try to work with it, and you don't ever try to tinker with it. Don't try to build it up. Don't try to add more ICT shit to it. That's the only thing you need. That's it. If you do that and apply sound money management to it, you will be consistent. And then consistency develops into what? Profitability. And profitability turns into what? Long-term consistency. Well, if you can be long-term consistent and profitable, what does that generate? Wealth. You replace your job. You replace all the cares of this world and fear about, oh, inflation. Listen, I went out and bought, let me see, and count these cars here. Truck, Jeep. I own 2 Corvettes. Okay, out of the 5 vehicles I have at this home here, they're all 8 cylinders, 4 of them. Does that sound like somebody that's worried about the fucking price of gas? No. I don't give a fuck if it's $20 a gallon. As long as there's gas in them fucking pumps, I'm pumping my cars up. I'm going to fucking drive around, and I don't give a shit. It'll probably be a better drive because nobody will be riding on the fucking road with me. Okay? I don't care about that stuff. I don't give a fuck about how high turkeys are going to cost at Thanksgiving, because I got 3 of them already. I got one for Christmas, I got one for Thanksgiving, and I got one for New Year's. So I plan ahead. I'm a prepper. Okay? I do those things because I will not worry about the cost of things. Inflation is not, I've never worried about inflation. I don't give a fuck about inflation. Okay? Because I know I have a skill set that I will outpace any fucking inflation. It can be hyperinflation. I don't give a fuck. As long as it's in the store, I'll have enough money to buy it. I'm not worried about it. As long as there's gas in these fucking pumps at these gas stations, I'm pumping my fucking 8-cylinder trucks, these big ass gas guzzlers that some of my guys complained about. Oh, that's all we need is another gas guzzler on the road. And listen, you drive your fucking Ford Pinto if you want to fucking drive around, or these electric cars that cost more money to replace the entire battery than the car costs once it goes up. And you can't fucking bury it anywhere. It fucks up everything. It's not this Green Deal bullshit. That's the biggest illusion, horse shit that's ever been created. See, I've got 5 different topics I can go down and just ramble on for 4 more hours and bore the shit out of you. But just know this, you're learning a skill set that will allow you to either be, well, like I am right now, which I'm not proud of, but I don't give a fuck about inflation. I don't give a fuck about none of it. Don't care. I can fish. If they run out of food in the grocery stores, I can eat. I can still find my fucking food. I ain't worried about it. Most people can't do that. They're all eating fast food shit, McDonald's and toxic bullshit poison and stuff. There's going to be a day where you can't do that. What if it doesn't? What if you don't have access to that stuff? Are you going to worry about it? Right now, you probably are, But if you work towards developing this skill set, this is answering the questions I saw before I did this stream. Do we have time to learn this before the whole world goes upside down and collapses? Okay, I'll kill two birds with one stone here. Number one, to answer your question, do I think that the algorithm is ever going to stop working? I've said this many, many times, but here's how you know it's going to stop working. When the entire global economies collapse, when they're all officially collapsed, the algorithm will stop working until they reopen the markets. Then it'll be back in business again. There you go. There's your answer. Do I have a plan should the dollar collapse? No, that's why I prepped. I have food. I have things. I own physical assets. And whatever currency they go into, if I need money, I'll sell it using the currencies they create. So there you go. That's why I've done it. A lot of people are saying, oh, I'm going to sell my properties right now because the prices are high. Fuck that. I'm buying properties because I'm going to have something. I don't give a fuck if the housing market collapses. If you have money in the bank, that's not protected. That can be devalued. I'd rather have a house lose 50% of its value than have a currency that means nothing. I'm staying in the game. The only way I know how. That's the best I can do. I don't have any other silver bullet. I don't have another way of doing it. There's no other solution that I know of. I'm telling you, that's it. And if it all goes to shit, then whatever. I got fishing lines and poles, and I know how to cook it. I ain't worried about it. I'm not living my life in total fear. I'm concerned for people that aren't prepared, and I have family members and friends that are like that. But I know my limitations. If all of our money is made useless and worthless, why worry about it? We're all in the same fucking boat then. There's no status. I'm not richer than you, and you're not poorer than me. Everybody's the same. There you go. There's equality. We're all on the same financial plane. Okay. Start another system, and I'll fucking get rich again. I'm not worried. I know how these systems will run because it's going to be done on fear and greed. And fear and greed are the pillars of every financial market, period. End of story. That's the way it works. And they want to sugarcoat it in books and write fucking textbooks for college courses talking about economics and supply and demand. In fact, fuck all that. It's all bullshit. That's all bullshit misinformation. They make you spend these high dollar tuitions. So therefore you have to believe it was, it's got to be the truth. Look at all that money you paid for that piece of shit degree. You paid all that money, like I did. Who's going to sit around and say, I wasted my money? Most people aren't going to want to do that. I ain't got no problem telling you I wasted my motherfucking money. None of that shit put any bread in my pocket. It took it out of my pocket. But they're going to tell you, this is what the reality is. Harvard, Yale, Ivy League fucking administrations and education. It's all bullshit. It's all lies. It's told to you so that way you swallow it. Hook, line, and sinker. And that's why a majority of the billionaires around the world, majority of them are college dropouts because they were not indoctrinated in ass backwards theology. The way this world works is diametrically opposed to what the textbooks say. That's why I tell you, if you're going to buy a book and you want to know what retail's thinking, you have to know what retail's thinking. And one of the best ways to do that is to buy that John Murphy book, Technical Analysis of the Financial Markets. It may have changed its title, but that was the title I had when I bought it. That's the Bible for retail logic and thinking. And if you do everything I teach you, it's diametrically opposed to the shit that's in that book, 90% accuracy. That's a challenge. So as much as I would love to sit here and talk, I just realized I made a promise to my son that I would play video games with him. And I am going to be 20 minutes late because if I don't get off here now, I got to drive back and he'll be upset with me. So that's where we're going to close it. So if you found tonight's jawboning session, rant, ramble, if you will, entertaining or helpful or inspiring or therapeutic in any way, I'd appreciate a shout out. Give me a tweet. Let me know what you got from it. If it was a waste of time, let me know that too. That's okay. I'll be sure to block you. I'm just kidding. As long as you're being honest, that's what I want. I'll use it as constructive criticism.